Dear students, today's video is on IELTS writing. It is on essay. On Saturday, I make videos on essays. To see the essays I did earlier, you can visit my channel Excellence the Ideal Class or Facebook or Instagram page. And in case you want to see a video with detailed explanation of essays, it is video 24. Let us see the question for today. Some people say that healthcare should be provided by government and free of charge, and there should not be any private healthcare. Do you agree or disagree? Whenever you get a question of this type, first of all you should decide your opinion. Like my opinion is, I do agree that we need free government healthcare, but it should be free only for certain people, but others should pay. And along with that, private healthcare should also be allowed to make health facilities accessible to all. In IELTS, you write your essays in 250 words, in 4 to 6 paragraphs, in 40 minutes. In the first paragraph, you have to write the introduction with the background and the thesis statement. In the middle paragraphs, you write your main ideas, opinions, and in the last paragraph, you have to write the conclusion. Let us see the introduction that I have written. As per some people, healthcare ought to be entirely government's responsibility and offered for free, and private healthcare should not be there. I agree that it must be free but only for some people, and private healthcare should also be allowed with a check on it to make health facilities accessible to all. So the first 3 lines are the background statement. The last 3 lines are the thesis statement that introduce my opinion. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph, see the points I have put, the language I have used. It is very important that you state your opinion very clearly. And in the thesis statement, this last line is very important. With a check on it to make health facilities accessible to all. The word ought to means should be. Now let us see the next paragraph. Care word is missing. Healthcare by the government, and that too free, is necessary, as there are many poor people who cannot afford to pay for their treatment but do have the right to healthcare. Not only the poor ones, even at times middle class people are not able to afford expensive treatments of some serious ailments. Hence, to ensure that all have access to healthcare, this needs to be done so that good treatment does not become the privilege of the rich only, which happens in case of private healthcare. Also, people already pay a lot of taxes, the money meant to be spent on public welfare, health being the most important one. So in this paragraph, I have written why healthcare should be free and for what kind of people it should be free. The word ailment means diseases. Ensure means to make sure that something happens. Access means the opportunity to use something. Privilege means a special right or an opportunity that someone has. Now take some time to read this paragraph, see the points I have put, the language I have used, and try to learn it, but don't cram. Now let us see the next paragraph. Nevertheless, providing free healthcare to all sometimes is not possible. For example, governments of poor nations or countries with huge population. In such cases, it should be free for those who cannot afford to pay, and others can be charged. Even private healthcare should be allowed to run for those who can afford it. Nevertheless means in spite of what has been said just now. So now you can take some time to read this paragraph, see the points I have put, the language I have used, try to learn it but don't cram. So here I have written that sometimes although it is good that government healthcare is there and it is free, but sometimes it is not practically possible. Governments of poor countries sometimes don't have the money to open government hospitals, clinics, health centers throughout the country. Or sometimes some countries have such huge population, it's not possible for government to open hospitals, health care centers and clinics for all. In such cases, private healthcare should be allowed for those who can afford it so that health facilities are accessible to all. Now let us see the last paragraph. It should always match the thesis statement. Eventually, the ideal situation would be free government health care for all. However, considering the reality, a middle path needs to be chosen. That is free health care for those who are not able to afford it, but others can be asked to pay. Also, it is essential to have some check on private health care to stop commercialization and exploitation. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph, see the points I have put and the language that I have used. Dear students, there's lot of planning and thinking that goes into writing an IELTS essay so that there is sense and connectivity in your ideas, there's sense and connectivity in your language, so that there is clarity and meaning and you get good bands. Sometimes students are not taught about these things. So in case you want to prepare well for your IELTS exam, you can join my class or you can subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.